All right, Shalom. Call hello Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakahak, Radash, Shalom. And salutations and double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, who I continue to learn this 100% true. Shalom to the elder bishops out of Connecticut, also who I continue to learn this 100% true. Shalom to the elders, prophets, evangelists, and teachers of Great Millstone, also as well, who I continue to learn this 100% truth. Yahweh Shem, Yahweh Shai, Barakatham to you all. The water for your sacrifices, and feeding the sheep. Shalom to the speckled bird, the confused face, the Akim and Aqua, the Akim on the highways and byways, and last but not least, the elect. I'm back again with another video. This is a sit down, and this one is I'm gonna just entitle it a new order is coming. Now we all know, or not, we all know, but we understand that the NWO was coming. But there's an order that trumps that, and that's the kingdom of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. So this NWO that's about to happen is only for a very short time. You know what I mean? Because it's almost like we're coming into the end of Esau's rulership, and he has one last play he's going to use, and to get his new revolution industrial to pop off, and it's only going to last for a quick minute. You know what I mean? And Yahweh Shai is going to come and take that over. But you know, they're going to reach a certain degree in getting what they're trying to get, and you know, it's going to last for like a half a second, biblical wise, and Yahweh Shai is going to send his son along with the angels to collect the elect and put the other heathen nations, including starting with Esau and his tribes, in perpetual servitude forever. So with that, you know, we're gonna get straight into some scriptures. Let's see. Let's start off with Deuteronomy 32. And we'll start off with 8. Deuteronomy 32 and 8, and it reads, when the Most High divided to the nations their inheritance, listen good, when he separated the sons of Adam, he set the bounds of the people according to the number of the children of Israel. Right? For Yahweh's portion is his people. Jacob is the lot of his inheritance. And who is Jacob? We understand that Jacob's name was changed to Israel, who is the patriarch of the 12 tribes, or the 12 men, or the 12 children of Israel, right? Which starts from, Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Ephraim, Manasseh, Issachar, Naphtali, Reuben, Gad, you know what I mean? All of those tribes, all of those brothers. Verse 10, he found him in the desert land and in the waste howling wilderness, and led him about. He instructed him and kept him as the apple of his eye. So that goes throughout the apple of the eye phrase is something that's referenced throughout the scriptures, and it references at the beginning of Deuteronomy. It's telling you that the apple of the Yahweh Bashem Yahweh's eye is the 12 tribes of Israel, or the children of Israel, right? Let's see something. Ezra 10 and 11, and it reads, Now therefore make confession unto Yahweh thy power of your fathers, and do his pleasure, and separate yourselves from the people of the land, and from the strange wives. So Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai wanted to separate us, like he said, according to word in verse 8. Was it 8? Verse 9, I believe, Deuteronomy 32 and 9, according to the children of Israel. So he set people up, which is the apple of his eye, which is his chosen people, and all the other nations he set up to serve his people, right? Nehemiah, and the seed of Israel separated themselves from all strangers, and stood and confessed their sins and iniquities to their fathers. Now understand that the law, statutes, and commandments are only given to the children of Israel. As right now I'm in the book of Deuteronomy. You can read in the book of Deuteronomy that the law, statutes, commandments are only made for Israel, not other people. And the other nations are only to serve Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. There we go. And this is why the other nations hate us so, because the elites of those nations know the truth through the elites of the elites. You know what I'm saying? You know, there's an elite out of the elites, and they all have Psalms 83. They all have conspired against the children of Israel to make sure that they don't remember their name and who they are. This is 2nd Ezra 6:56. So listen to this. As for the other people which also come of Adam, thou hast said that they are nothing, but be like unto spittle, and has liking in the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel. So, you know, they don't like to bring that out. You know what I mean? They damn for sure don't want to bring that out. They don't want people to realize. That's why they took the Apocrypha out, because the Apocrypha is the missing key, or the missing part to complete the puzzle of understanding these scriptures. Because, you know, you can get it. I mean, you can read the scriptures, but you're not going to fully understand it if you don't have the Apocrypha, and if the Holy Spirit has to be on you, and the man of the Lord has to be teaching you for you to understand it. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to get it any other way. The book is not open. This is why a lot of people buck up against it, because it's not open to them. Isaiah 40 and 15. This precept. Behold, the nations are as a drop of a bucket, and are counted as a small dust of the balance. Behold, he taketh up the isles as a very little thing. So the other nations to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is a very little thing. You jump down to verse 17, and it says, all nations before him are as nothing, and they are counted to him less than nothing in vanity. So, you know, when you wacky-tacky Christians come against this truth, talking about all people can be saved, and Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai loves everybody, and, you know, Esau can make it, and, you know, there's salvation for not just the so-called Israelites, or you so-called blacks, which is a byword, or not the Israelites. You know what I'm saying? You really put your foot in your mouth, or you come off like you think you discovered something in the scriptures that nobody has seen or read or studied or broken down before, and you'd like to use words or scriptures out of context of the Most High loves everyone and see, or you like to use the Gentiles of all, or you like to use words like all nations. I'm telling you how Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai feels about these other nations. That Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is not a man that he should lie. He's not a human that he should lie. And Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai's son Yahweh Shai is not a man that he should have to repent. But you think you and claim that you know the scriptures, and you don't know the scriptures. You don't study enough to understand it. There's so much. I'm still learning. What I've learned is to shut the fuck up about Salakia. I've learned to keep my mouth closed about things that I don't know and find out about them. Therefore, I do know. And when I learn, then I can elaborate or speak about these things. But you Israelites, along with you heathen nations as well, you talk out of turn without knowing nothing. You don't study anything. Everything is face value from your ancestors, such and so on, and they lied to you. You know? Psalms 14:3. They are all gone aside, they are altogether become filthy. There is none that doeth good, no, not one. And that goes for Israel too, but definitely you heathen nations, because Yahweh Shah is not dealing with you. This is why he separated us and gave us a heritage that he didn't give to y'all. Your heritage is made up of false gods and deities and ways of life on this earth that is just wicked and abominable. Where he separated us and made us, he made us righteous. I'm gonna say that because right now we're filthy. We're not clean as well. You know what I'm saying? Yasharala is sucio. Let me see. I read that one already. Deuteronomy 33:4. Listen up. Moses commanded us a law, even the inheritance of the congregation of Jacob. So the Most High gave Israel laws, statutes, and commandments to separate them, to be different from all the other nations. And again, like I read earlier, these other nations mean nothing to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. He just created them to be servants to us, which is going to happen. Right? This is a future prophecy that's going to happen. Sirach 17:11. Believe it or not, it's on you. Besides this, he gave them knowledge and the law of life for an heritage. I read it again, Sirach 17:11. Besides this, who's this? And besides, who's them? Them are the Israelites. Besides, who's the he? He is Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. And the law of Moses, which was given to the Israelites, of life, on how to live life and how to eat, and how to deal with people every day. For an heritage. This is our heritage. This is our culture. Right? You jump down to verse 17, it reads, Sirach 17:17. For in a division of the nations of the whole earth, he set a ruler over every people, but Israel is Yahweh's portion. Right? Okay. Jeremiah 51:19. The portion of the portion of Jacob is not like them, for he is the former of all things. Who's the he again? Yahweh Bashan Yahweh Shai. And Israel is the rod of his inheritance. And Yahweh of hosts is his name. So again, for you wacky tacky Christians who get on here and you talk about like you think you know the scriptures, taking verses out of context and using them to fit your narrative, you're wrong. But Yahweh Bashan Yahweh Shai is about to really flip things. He's going to take the word away. And those who got it, get it. Those who don't, you're going to be an example to a lot of others, including his elect. You know what I mean? Everything's going to be set out here like how it is in New York City. Bring it out to the streets. It's going to be out in the streets. Everybody going to see. You ain't going to be able to hide anything. Here's another one. Joel 3:2. I will also gather all nations. Here's what you need to learn, wacky tacky Christians. I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Yahweh Shaphat and will plead with them. there for my people. Whose people? His people, my people, who are the Israelites, and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. Right? Yeah, how about Yahweh Shah is about to show the whole world who he truly loves. Because he's revealing, Esau's being revealed, man. Esau's being revealed, man. The world is starting to hate Esau for who he really is. Because they see now. Here we go. Let's get it. This should be a good understanding. This isn't the Apocrypha. Like the Apocrypha, again, it assures the Old Testament and the New Testament. It's the fire that mends the sword together of the Old Testament and the New Testament. You know what I'm saying? 2 Maccabees 1 and 2. The Most High be gracious unto you, and remember his covenant that he made with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, his faithful servants, who are what? They are the forefathers of Israel. Now we understand through Abraham, because they like, wacky techie Christians love to use Abraham, they skip they skip Isaac and Jacob and just and put everybody together. It said the Lord loves everybody, but we understand that all nations, as it was promised to Yahweh Shah, to Abraham, that different nations would come out of his loins, right? Then we understand when it says Isaac that the chosen seed will be chosen through Isaac, right? And then we understand that Jacob is the progenitor and the father of the 12 tribes of Israel, because his name is changed to Israel. That's it. That's scriptural, roughly paraphrasing. Just like that. Luke 1 and 68. Blessed be the Yahweh, thy power of Israel. He hath visited and redeemed his people. Not all people. It doesn't say all people. It says his people. Right? Let's get another one. Let's get another scripture that reveals, because that's what it's all about, man. You know what I'm saying? It's about Yahweh Shah's chosen, his special people. That's it. Nobody else. Deuteronomy 7 and 6. For thou art a holy people unto Yahweh thy power. Yahweh thy power hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all people. Whoa. Hold on. I don't want to confuse anybody. So let's try this again. Deuteronomy 7 and 6. For thou art a holy people. Who is thou? Deuteronomy 7 and 6. In the beginning, it talks about Moses is speaking to Israel, just roughly paraphrasing. He's speaking to Israel, right? Okay, so unto thou art a holy people. So there's a special people that are holy to the Most High, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Thou have chosen thee. So this special people, or this holy people to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, was chosen by Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. And they are to be a special people unto himself. So these people are special to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Only Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. So Lakia. Yeah, so like I was saying, the Most High chosen these to be a special people unto himself, right? So there's a chosen people that he chose to be unto himself, above all people. What people are those? Those are the other nations of the earth that we talked about in Deuteronomy 32 and 9. Right? So, upon the face of the earth. So the Lord has a special people that he deals with. And that he's working with. And those are the children of Israel. That's grapefruit juice. Grapefruit juice. It's really good. It's good on high blood pressure as well. The other apostles on down told us to start studying to learn about different medicines and juices and things that may heal the things that we go through. And I've learned in with a little bit of studying, hearing different things here and there, that grapefruit juice is perfect for high blood pressure. You know what I'm saying? So, if you start to consume that, the grapefruit, even the juice, it's great for you, man. If you got high blood pressure, which I suffer from, and learning to get a control over it. So, all praises to Yahweh and Yahweh Shai because of that, get the books and things that you need to study, to learn and understand about the remedies that come from the earth that'll help you. Esau has done so much to us to try to destroy us because, he wished he could just blow us and burn us all up. But Yahweh and Yahweh Shai wouldn't allow it. So he's been trying to do little things like poison everything else to keep us down. And, long-term effect, it has been working. The different medicines he's created and such and so, we still get older, but as we get older, we're not following these laws, statutes, and commandments, man, we suffer. You know what I mean? So it's a suffering that we go through, trying to maintain the Esau's world. But the elect, the chosen are gonna, they're gonna defeat Esau. The scriptures already tell you that, Deuteronomy 14:2. For thou art a holy people unto Yahweh thy power. Here it is again. And Yahweh have chosen thee to be a peculiar people unto himself above all the nations that are upon the earth. All the nations that are upon the earth. So where's this? The Lord loves, so the Lord changes in the New Testament and says, you know what? I know I said I like y'all a lot. Y'all my peoples and all of that. But, we're going to make everybody, you know what I mean? Everybody's going to be my peoples. And as far as slavery go, it's going to be slavery in the kingdom. But I don't know who's going to serve us. Salakia, man. My little shorty, man. He just be... Boy. Anyway, where we at? I was about to read, or I think I read Deuteronomy 14:2. Is Isaiah, I'm saying, is Isaiah 41:8, and it reads, but thou, Israel, art my servant, Jacob, whom I have chosen, the seed of Abraham, my friend. So it gives you the progenitor of Isaac, and the progenitor of Jacob is Isaac. So Isaac is like the apocrypha from Abraham, which is the Old Testament, to Isaac, which is the apocrypha to Jacob. It's just an analogy of the books, because all they give you for you to remember is, this is why there's nothing new under the sun. Trump is really trying to erase the history of Israel being slaves in Babylon here in America. Therefore, you won't have a good understanding on how to remember yourselves and who you are, your heritage, and where you come from, and everything else. And this is what they've been doing for years. They've been killing, raping, robbing, and pillaging, and erasing everything. Once they learn the formula, the pattern of what it is that they feel is going to be successful for their society, they kill you. And then we're about to get ready to deal with that now, coming up with this with the MOTB. Um, Once they get it fully blown and make it mandatory, if you don't accept it, then what they call you is a useless eater, and they're gonna get rid of you. You know what I'm saying? They chop your head off or whatever it may be, and the elect, they understand that, and they're willing to accept that because through the power and grace of Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, they understand where their spirits go. So they understand that death is not what they use to scare you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Your spirit just goes back to Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. So, and ultimately, man, the hopeful elect, as the scriptures tell you, they don't really want to be here anyway. They make use of it to the best of their ability, but this place is filthy and disgusting and abominable and wicked in all ways. And you know what I mean? If it continues like this, no flesh should be saved anyway. So, this place is complete corruption and just a horrible place to have to be at, man. Babylon, man. Seriously. Psalms 135:4, for Yahweh have chosen Jacob unto himself, I'm talking about like in Deuteronomy, and Israel for his peculiar treasure. So they talked about the progenitor of Israel, and then they talked about the children of Israel and what they mean to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. They didn't say everybody, they didn't say everybody, they didn't say the whole world. So, for all of y'all that come up against Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai's teachers, his prophets, you're already defeated and you don't even know it. How your man said in the movie "I'm dead" and them don't even know it. Y'all in a bad position. Y'all going against Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, and destruction is going to be set up for y'all real soon. Deuteronomy 26:18. And Yahweh have avouched thee this day to be his peculiar people, as he hath promised thee, and that thou shouldest keep all his commandments, and to make thee high above all nations he hath made in praise, and in name, and in honor, and that thou mayest be an holy people, separate, unto Yahweh thy power, as he have spoken. So the Lord is telling you he have spoken of this before, and it's coming. It's going to happen the way he said it's going to happen. So for all of y'all who think y'all know something, y'all know nothing, man. This is why the elder apostles are great millstone on down. Even though I like to look at myself as what they call true blue affiliate. And they are my elder apostles. They are my spiritual fathers. This is why they tell us not to debate with you fools. And I totally get it. From the first time it was said. I got it. I don't want to be arguing back and forth about something that you know nothing about. That's a fool of me to be. Don't cast thy jewels to the swine. Roughly paraphrasing. I don't got time to be back and forth with you, man. You ain't nobody important, and neither am I. So why am I going back and forth with you? What are we proving with this? It's like the gangbang lifestyle. Like, what are you proving? You just killing one another. What are you getting out of that? What have you accomplished with that? Just killing one another. And Esau let you do it. So now, Esau is about to regulate. He the regulator now. You know what I'm saying? So he need to clean up his town so he can get his smart cities going and his new world order in full effect. So he need to he need to clean up all these I'm gonna say it. He need to clean up all these nigger towns where you're out here destroying one another, doing drugs and all kinds of abominable things, and clean that up and set up his land the way he sees fit by having this new world order. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's gonna be like the projects in the 30s, 1930s. It's gonna be new and clean and fresh and fit until you let you niggas destroy it. It ain't having that no more. He about to cut you Negroes off. Yeah, I think y'all ready for the for Esau. Esau about to wipe the floor with y'all, and then Yahushua gonna mop them up. You know what I mean? One guy take out the garbage, and the other guy takes out all the garbage. Esau throws the garbage out on the street, and then the street sweepers get rid of the garbage, which is Yahushua and the angels. How about that? Second Ezra 6:9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. That's right. And this is where we at right now. People don't understand that. We're coming to the end of an age, which is Esau's age of rulership. We're coming to the end of it. And now his people are complaining. The ones who don't have, we call the two-time losers and so on, such and so. They're complaining about Babylon not being what it used to be. So now they are pretty much whining and complaining to the government like, yo, help us out here. What's going on? What y'all doing? We thought y'all was for us. And now you got us in a position treating us like how you treat the Negroes. Because they're familiar with everything. They know the history. They just act like they don't know. But now they're realizing that they are becoming part of that history of being treated unfairly, if you would say. Isaiah 34:5. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea. Idumea is the Greek way of saying Esau or Edom. And upon the people of my curse to judgment. So, what is this saying? Isaiah 34:5 is saying that I'm going to judge all the nations starting with Esau, and I'm also going to judge my people who want to get down with all the other nations starting with Esau. Because the curses are on us, and they're about to get lifted off of us and put on the other nations starting with Esau. Esau's about to be done with, man. I was going to bring this out earlier because I spoke about it, but this is Jeremiah 49:10. But I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not. And repetition is the father of all skill, as I learned from Elder Apostle Gabar, and 100% true. The more and more you do, the better and easier it becomes. Even understanding it and remembering it, to the point that, I believe, the elder apostles to me, the bishops as well, and certain elders as well, they are like Denzel Washington's role in the Book of Eli. They don't have to have eyes to see and ears to hear because they're walking Bibles. You know what I'm saying? Or just say eyes to see, because to hear, they can still communicate what they hear and tell you. So they don't need eyes to see. They already know the scriptures and they can bring it out. You know what I'm saying? Precepts and all for what you need, because it's been embedded in them. The scriptures are a part of them. It's a part of their spirit. It's been written in code in their spirit for brothers like me to get the understanding. You know what I'm saying? And to hopefully, I enjoy and I appreciate, and I'm very thankful to teach. But I understand at this time of my life and the time that we are in, biblically, prophecy-wise, that these things are about to be done with. So, you know, I'm going to continue to keep studying and doing what I do until Yahweh Shai says no, but or stop. But yeah, I'm ready to get out of here, man. So, you know, that means you know, as the prophecies have said, to stop what we're doing, stop, drop, shut it down, open up and close up shop. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? You know, and you know what I mean. Albert Rakazabi, part of the hopeful elect, to get up out of here. So you know, I'm grateful for the position that I have at what I do for Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah. There's no greater honor than to be serving the Lord and doing this work. You know what I'm saying? And you know, doing your best to be diligent and serving up the Lord, and also giving respect and reverence to his men, starting with his only begotten son, Yahweh Shai, because his name is worthy to be praised, you know. So just grateful for all of those things, Barakateh Yahweh, Barakateh Yahweh Shai. So, you know, just grateful for all the things of Yahweh Bashan Yahweh Shai sharing this with me and allowing me to know this, because there's a lot of people that don't, they're done. They're done. They're not going to get this. It's too late. I'm just being honest with you in my spirit. And because you know it takes practice and to for the endurance of this, you know what I'm saying. And you know, if you're not getting this, then you know, it's gonna be a bad situation for you, you know what I'm saying. If you're not if this is not embedded into you to revert to this in hard times, which is not, because you're gonna do what you're accustomed to doing. You know what I'm saying? You're going to revert to your habits. If this is not a habit of yours, then all praise to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Then you know, when adversity hits, hard times, evil times hit, perilous times, you're going to revert to not calling the name of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai the correct way. You're going to be calling him the Yahweh and Yeshua and all that, the Yah, and you know, all of those names that don't mean nothing, and Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is not going to deal with you nor hear you. You know what I'm saying? And he's not going to deal with you like that, man. And it's going to be tough, man. And you're going to be confused about what's happening. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to get ready to get out of here, though. I do have some other things I want to do. I will rock the Zach and do another lesson today. And we'll see. But this is Deuteronomy 28:1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of Yahweh thy power, to observe to all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that Yahweh thy power will set thee on high above all nations of the earth. And all these blessings shall come on thee and overtake thee, and if thou shalt hearken unto the voice of Yahweh thy power, if thou shalt hearken unto the voice of Yahweh thy power. So, you know, if you're hearing what the Yahweh Shah is telling you to do, and you're listening, and you're doing the best that you can, because you know you're gonna fall short, then you know, all praises to Yahweh Shah, man. Continue to keep standing in that mentality, because you know, things are going to get rough, man. Things are going to get rough for Esau as well. Is Esau, whether he knows it or not. And a lot of Esau, a lot of these Edomites they feel it in their spirit, because Yahweh Shem Shah put it in their spirit to know that what they had and what their parents had is no longer. And they are the Ramses, the third. They are the end of their dynasty, who's going to be destroyed. This is it. They're done. 2nd Ezra 6:55. All this have I spoken unto thee, O Yahweh, because thou madest the world for our sakes. Our sakes, not everybody, our sakes. Exodus 19:5. Therefore, if ye will obey my voice indeed, and keep my covenant, then ye shall be a peculiar treasure unto me above all people, for all the earth is mine. And we didn't do that. So this is why we're in the position that we're in. doing what we're doing, going through what we're going through. Let me see. The scripture. Last scripture right here. Psalms 37:7. Rest in Yahweh and wait patiently for him. Fret not thyself because of him who prospereth in his way, the devil, and you 2/3 who just got a little bit more money than the average Israelite, who think you something else other than what you really are. Because of the man who bringeth wicked devices to pass, cease from anger and forsake wrath. Woo! Fret not thyself in any wise to do evil, for evildoers shall be cut off. But those that wait upon Yahweh, they shall inherit the earth. For yet a little while, and the wicked shall not be. Yea, thou shalt diligently consider his place, and it shall not be. But the meek shall inherit the earth, and shall delight themselves in abundance of peace. Kohalo Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rekahakwadash, Shalom, and salutations again in double honors to the elder apostles for this sacrifice and diligent work, teaching the sheep and brothers like myself, Yahweh Shem Shai Barakatham, and Shalom to the elect. And with that, Abba Baba Baba Kusha, real soon, as my teacher says, I'm a want abad. We got next. Shalom.